morning. This is Coffee with Mr. Fox, where I walk you through my morning coffee routine. Nothing fancy. Alright, so I start out, just to get a consistent cup of coffee, I use a measuring device here. So general rule of thumb is 1 gram of coffee to, 15 grams of water. Just provides a bit of consistency, so you can kind of get a similar taste every day. So we have coffee from Subtext Roasters from downtown Toronto. This was produced in Honduras, which is kind of interesting, and it's supposed to be lots of bright, fresh green apples, pear and plum. I don't know, all those descriptions I always find a little strange to me, but it's good coffee. So I usually just measure my water with my cup to make it easier. Also, my weighing scale is kind of weird, so I need to have extra weight on it when I'm weighing the beans, or it's too light and doesn't register, so I've got a tear. Alright. Alright. 16, it's on milliliters, which doesn't make any sense, but I think that's about the same as grams, so it should be fine. Let me change that. Grams, perfect. Okay. My method of choice is a pour over, which is right here. I find it a lot easier because you can just take the beans in the filter and throw it out. I would arguably prefer a French press, but French press is kind of hard to clean because there's no filter. Getting the beans out of the bottom is annoying. You end up washing some down the sink, so I don't like that method. It's also suggested you rinse your filters. I use hot water to warm up the pour over as well, so it doesn't affect the beans as much. Alright, so I'm ready to start my kettle. It's about just enough time to get the beans grinded. Yeah, like I said, I prefer French press. It's like a deeper, richer flavor, but I'm a little lazy, so the pour over works. You'd think that measuring everything out with a scale would be hard, but I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So, and like I said, a little more consistent, lets you tweak the recipe a little bit if you need. Find if you under extract your beans, they're a little more astringent, and I don't enjoy that as much. So. Freshly ground beans smell amazing. I wish they would taste the same as they smell, but it's never the case. So that's my beans there. Also weigh my water. 250 grams is roughly the same as 250 mils, so it's pretty easy to do there. So just pour this in here. Take a look. It's kind of nice. Turn the scale back on. It keeps turning off. The water should almost be done. Okay. There. And it's actually cool. The roasters give me this card for different types of brewing methods of pour over, immersion, which is essentially French press, AeroPress, and sleep and release. So it's kind of an interesting thing. Helps you do it like the same every day. So first step will be to get my timer ready, of course. So rinse, step one, bloom water with 60 grams of water. Aim to evenly and quickly wet your beans. So essentially just pour the water in and try to get all the beans wet and start your timer. And I'm measuring with the grams here. About 60, start my timer. So in 30 seconds, at 30 seconds, gently pour 130 grams, so that would be an extra, basically 70 grams of water in a concentric circular motion. You just wet everything, and it suggests here to avoid pouring directly on the filter, which I used to do without these instructions, so hopefully my coffee's that much better. So, nice. Evenly pour the coffee, watch the weighing scale. Alright, there's 130. So I guess you guys are probably wondering what the whole point of these videos are. Well, I'll just be making coffee and sharing whatever comes to mind. Nothing specific. It will be an ever-evolving daily coffee routine. Hopefully nice and short, and we can get to know each other a little bit better. Okay, so we're at a minute. So in about 20 seconds or so, I'll add in the next little bit of water, and we'll gently swirl the cup and then wait for it to finish. And my scale went off again. I wonder what's going on with it. So no idea how much got in there because my scale turned off again. Maybe the battery's dying. It didn't normally do that. Well, so we'll just wait for this to finish brewing. I guess I can give you a quick background about myself a little bit. I'm Mr. Fox, or I guess most people call me Derek Fox. I thought Mr. Fox would be a cool title for this video. I do commercial banking. I work in Toronto, Ontario, and or actually I technically live in Pickering. It's the greater Toronto area, which is sort of the main city that most people will know. Yeah, I just figured it would be fun to make a video, or multiple videos, and kind of, I thought to myself, you know, at first driving to work would be kind of an interesting thing because I do that every day, so you can quickly just flip on the camera, but now that we're working from home, basically consistently, I figure the next best routine I have in the morning is my coffee routine. And I like to have decent coffee, and hopefully I'll be bringing in some interesting beans. Like I said, I have these beans here from Honduras. The whole idea is they're single origin, so it's kind of equated to wine a little bit, where it's has very specific flavors depending on the region it's from. So, you know, coffee from Tim Hortons and whatever is good. It's functional, good enough, I guess, if you will. It's functional, but it's like a blend. It's always the same flavor. So if you want to try something different, you can look to get single origin beans where, you know, the soil and whatever, all these different impacts go to it. I'm not a super expert on coffee, but it will taste a lot different. Each different area will have a different taste, so it's kind of fun to try different things. You know, some you will really like, some you won't. And it's just fun to try different things and have a different experience in the morning. So, all right, that's about time. And again, like I mentioned with the pour over, the filter there, I'll just be able to flip that into the green bin for my compost or whatever it's called, and it's super easy cleanup. Whereas, like I said, French press is nice, but it's kind of annoying to clean up. You got to dig all the grinds out of the filter. So I mean, whatever, it's a cup of coffee. It's nothing too fancy, but it's good. I enjoy it, and good morning. Hopefully you're also making a coffee, and have a good day. Cheers.